Hey guys, welcome back to Off the Record, where we talk about whatever we want. And today we have Randall Park. Yay, thanks so much for coming.
Of course, very excited to be here in the iconic studio.
Yeah, what do you think of the studio?
I mean, it looks like shit.
Yep.
Yes! Honesty, I love it!
When he said, he's like, where's the bathroom? I was like, oh no.
He just pointed me to a corner. I was like, I gotta pee in that corner? All
I
right.
thought he wouldn't have to go while he's here.
I know, we haven't had the cleaners here in like months.
No, I know this. I know. No, I love it. It's very cool. It's very cool to be.
It doesn't show up on camera though, does it?
No, it looks great on camera. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got
This carpet
holes
was
in like
originally
every.
white.
Oh,
White carpet.
right.
Now it's black.
No, it's great. They got the snacks. Been there for years.
Absolutely. Looks like it.
Yeah, don't touch any of that food.
It's only the healthy ones.
Usually that thing is stacked with a lot, but our snack lady just bounced on us a couple months ago. Yeah.
It's because we called her a snack lady.
That's why.
Yeah, he never called her by her name.
Maybe.
You felt disrespected.
No, it's an honor to be here. Thanks for having me.
You know, I've had a text conversation with you like years ago, dude.
Like decades ago. Like a decade ago.
Yeah, it was years. It was when we were still doing JK Films.
I remember that.
Tim connected us together, I think, because we needed someone for a skit. And he was like, oh yeah, my buddy like Randall. You guys were doing Wild 'N Out together or something at the time.
Oh no, I never did Wild 'N Out with Tim.
Oh really? Or maybe, did you know him at the time?
I don't think, not
You
10
just
years ago.
randomly had your
Not
notes.
10 years, it was someone, it might have been, you know what, it might have been the Wong Fu guys or maybe.
Really? I thought it was Tim.
Can somebody send this to Tim and be like, he doesn't know you?
He's
No, I know Tim. No, I know Tim. I'm a fan of Tim.
Well, there was someone that definitely text introduced us.
Yeah.
And then I have your number, and then we stopped filming skits like right after that conversation. We went and we focused on JK News and all.
Showed up on set. I was like, where the hell are these dudes?
professional ass.
Like, they didn't tell me they stopped filming skits. Yeah. No, I remember. I was trying to remember if I met you, because I got turned on to you guys early, and I felt like in my memory I met you guys, but I guess it was just over email or text.
Yeah.
I've had a text conversation with you, and then I checked today if I still had your number. If it's the same number, that starts with an 8. That's your number. There's a lot of numbers that start with 8 in this area.
That is my number. That is my number.
He lives in California. That is the worst flex I've ever seen.
I'm not gonna tell them what number it is. They're gonna call him.
Gave the first number
Guess the
already.
number. Guess the number.
The first number.
Starts with an 8.
It's an 8. I was like, oh, I have a number.
If you guess it right, I will answer.
You would be the worst TV. You'd be the worst TV psychic of all time.
Does your number start with an 8?
Yes.
I'm seeing an 8.
Is it an 8?
Jesus.
No, that's cool. So then, what did you think when you first actually watched the skits, or what was your first introduction into JK?
Yeah, I mean, I used to watch the skits like early on, and
Do you have anything you want me to sign?
actually.
He's looking. This here.
Yeah, can you sign this? And then it just throughout the years, I just kind of would check in and fall down rabbit holes and just like, oh my gosh, I feel like I know like you guys. Well,
cool.
all your fans know you guys because you share so much of your lives on your platform. So yeah, it's very cool to be here.
I feel like I've seen you though before Wild 'N Out somewhere. Did you do Wong Fu stuff before Wild 'N Out?
I think I did Wong Fu stuff after, actually.
after.
Yeah, I think I did Wong Fu
Are
stuff.
you talking about a live show?
I did a lot of live shows.
Did you ever do like a sketch comedy or maybe improv troupe where there was a couch and then it was like a family of ninjas?
What?
That's very specific.
Yeah.
Family of Ninjas.
We used to actually support the Asian American community.
But now we don't.
And we went to all kinds of comedy shows, sketch shows, improv shows.
Back in the day.
I remember that. Yeah, I think.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah. The bit was.
It was a play.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, it was called The Achievers. Do you remember? Is that what it's called?
I don't know. I was 13, I think. I forgot.
We weren't 13, dude. We were like 25.
I was 45 at the time. Yeah, I think if it was a couch, It was a play called The Achievers, I think. Yeah.
Because that could have been our first time, maybe, that we saw him.
That's probably where, yeah. And then like when I saw you on Wild 'N Out, I was like, oh shoot, I've seen this guy. And then you came out on like Wong Fu and all that stuff, and I just, yeah, it was kind of like, oh.
It's crazy that you guys were at that.
I'm actually curious. I want to ask, what got you into acting?
When I was in college at UCLA, I wanted to be a writer. And only because in my English class, my teacher was like, hey, you're pretty good, you're a good writer, you should think of majoring in English, and that was like validation. So I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna be a writer. You know.
What kind of write? Like screenplays or like?
Well, at the time, like plays, stage plays.
Were you an actor then? Like
No, not at all.
Zero acting, no drama class, just writing.
Shy kid, had no inkling to get into entertainment or anything, and then through playwriting, me and my friends started this theater company at UCLA, and our first show was a play that I wrote, like a full play, and we held auditions, and they were just a bunch of little small parts in the thing that we couldn't fill. So we were like, let's just the writer will play a part, the director will play a part, and that was my first time on stage, just a little part in a play that I wrote, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's so fun,
Nice.
Yeah, and after that I was, did more plays in that theater company, and eventually I was like, I would love to do this one day.
And was it comedic? Your early stuff, was that comedic stuff?
Yeah, it was all comedy. Yeah, that's what we did in college, and then.
Does the theater company still exist?
Yeah.
What is it called?
It's called Lapu the Coyote That Cares Theater Company.
It's epic.
Yeah, and it's like 20 plus years.
Wow.
Yeah, at UCLA.
You ever go back and visit and like?
Over the years, I haven't in a while, but over the years I check in and and just see the kids, and yeah, it's crazy.
They know that you created it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Not just me though. It was two other guys and a lot of people, working as actors and writers and producers came from that theater company.
Is that like a frat where you create something and it just keeps living on, and you're like an alumni, but then like you don't control it
Grow
anymore?
out of it. Yeah, like every.
Or street gang.
Or street gang.
Very similar.
Or Ali Wong came out of that group. There's this production company I'm in, I co-founded right now, and two of my partners came from that theater company. Yeah, so it's.
Was it like more Asian specific, or was it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was like it was mostly like non-theater majors on campus, people doing like science and math majors, but who also wanted to perform.
Oh shit.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So we got a lot of parents mad with that theater company because a lot of them ended up wanting to do it.
Why didn't you guys call it like the science theater company? So the parents were like, oh, I guess they're doing more science.
Right. Math sciences, the theater company.
Only A+.
Yeah, exactly.
Good student theater company.
Yeah, so ended up pursuing acting, I guess in part because of those times, but it wasn't until way later that I ended up pursuing it.
After that, are you like nose down? I'm an actor. I'm going hard.
No, I did not think it was like at all possible. So I was like, I'm just gonna do it on the side for fun.
The Asian guilt took over.
Asian guilt, yeah. That's my mom and my dad's voice just telling me like it's not gonna work out. So
What were you studying at?
And you keep like accomplishing things, and you're like, well, this is an awesome side gig, like having a 10-season show is just a good side gig here, like whatever.
No, you're on the show, and they're like, it's gonna get canceled.
No, I'm always thinking that. Every season, I would think that. Yeah, I mean, it's just that, just kind of protecting myself.
You ever go to like the producers, like, hey, can you talk to my mom and tell her we're gonna do okay?
Can you tell her I made it?
Yeah, you tell her I made it. We're doing pretty good.
Is that weird? When you're talking about it, are you the show? Are you ever like yeah, when we're doing Fresh? Or are you like when we're we're on boat?
No.
Oh, it's like a short.
Oh no.
You know how people do that though.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. No, I'm not that cool. I just like fresh off the boat. Yeah.
You look it though. You look very cool.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
What was it that you were studying when you were in UCLA?
I was studying English with the creative writing, but it was more like short stories.
That's already a rebel major though. Like if you tell any Asian parent that you're majoring in English, they'll be like, oh, what kind of job can you get with that?
Yeah, exactly. And I was a minor in Asian American Studies, which was even more like my parents were, what the hell is that?
Yeah. If you become a major in Asian American Studies, Asian parents will resent you.
True. But they don't understand.
I'll teach you this shit. What the fuck?
Well, then I did a master's program in Asian American Studies afterwards, so my parents were just like, what the hell is going on? Yeah.
What kind of job can you get being an Asian? Like what? Like
What did they want you to study?
Come on, man.
doctor.
Doctor, lawyer, right? But my thought at the time was I was going to become a professor. That was my thought. And like, you know, my parents were like, oh, okay, academia. He'll write books.
But you have to teach at Harvard though.
Right.
Or Ivy League.
Right,
Top
exactly.
tier professor.
Exactly.
You can't be at East LA College, man. Nope, they're gonna be like, nope.
Right. But midway through the master's program, I was like, no, it's not for me. I think I want to perform.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but I still didn't pursue it till way later. I just kind of did it for fun, and then like 10 years later, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna.
What was the deciding factor for you? Like, was there like a singular moment that was like, I have to do this, and this is the moment I'm jumping over?
I kept getting laid off of these jobs, and I got laid off, and I think at the same time I just broken up with a long-term relationship. It all just kind of fell apart one day, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have nothing. I might as well just like give it a shot. I have nothing to lose now, you know.
Sounds like our success story.
Sometimes rock bottom is the best place to start.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Because you have no options. Like if you have shitty jobs and you have nowhere to go, it kind of forces you to go, well, I might as well just try to be happy and do what I want to do.
Exactly. But it's a tough thing to do when you're rock bottom, because when you're rock bottom, you just want to like just mope, you know. Yeah. So I did some moping, and then I was like, I gotta get up. I gotta dust myself off and just go for it.
When I do like motivational speeches at colleges and stuff, and people go like, oh, like I want to be an actor, but my mom won't let me, I'll be like, good, don't be one, just don't. Because then I go like, man, I don't want to motivate more Asians because it's just competition, man. Like, just stay down, dude. Don't pursue it. Like, I don't want to see you at the audition.
Especially if they look similar to you, if they have a similar body type.
No, he's all Asians, females, just all of them. No.
No, all of them, you know? I want to take all the roles, dude.
You're the only token Asian possible.
No, but that's good though. You know, I think like if these people can hear like, no, don't do it. It's difficult. You're gonna fail most likely, and they still do it. Yeah. That means they're real passionate about it.
Yeah. Stubborn asses.
Yeah, and I think you gotta. I mean, you guys all know you gotta like love it, you know, to keep doing it.
True.
So
I feel like when people sometimes ask this question, they're more in love with the lifestyle than they are about the craft. Because like when I hear your story, right, like you. Surprisingly, a lot of people they just kind of fell upon entertainment in a lot of ways. Like at least when the people that I'm around, like they're kind of like, well, yeah, I never really wanted to be a star, but like they just needed me for this role, and then I got in. Mm-hmm. But then the people that are like thirsty for it and they just want the fame and the lifestyle so bad, I usually see a lot of like train wrecks. Like they get like 5,000 followers and then they're just like a celebrity already.
They're in it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, that's not good. I mean, you gotta like, I mean, a lot of people who are in it for the wrong reasons do great. You know,
That's for sure.
they do fine.
And they're the most successful people on earth.
Yes, the most. No, but I feel like, I don't know, they have an emptiness in them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, you know.
You're chasing something that'll never really come to fruition, and I'm not quite sure what that is.
Trying to fill a hole that can't be filled by that stuff. It needs to be filled by more
Drugs, cocaine, alcohol.
Yeah, more meaningful stuff. Exactly.
And when I see that train wreck, I'm like, yes.
Because you know.
You're making room for one more.
What was the like gig or project that you first landed that you're like, okay, cool, I think I can make a career out of this, and it's not still the side thing?
Big break.
I mean, like, every early one I thought was a huge deal, even if it wasn't, you know. The first thing I booked was this commercial for the Asian channel. It was like all in Mandarin voiceover. I got paid like $20 and like
Wow.
and
Very Chinese of them to do.
and I was like, I made it.
I'm on TV.
I'm a professional.
I'm gonna buy a car, you know.
$20 bill.
But then
Can't even buy a bike with $20.
I know. But then in retrospect, it was like, oh man, that was just a stepping stone. But I think every time, like, you know, something bigger would be like, oh, this is amazing. I think when I did Wild and Out, that was like a big stepping stone because it was my first time doing something semi-regular, you know, like, and it was also this hit show, you know. So that was pretty cool. And shout out Nick Cannon.
Have you had a make it moment where you're like, I fucking made it now?
And you go up to the mirror and like, suck it.
Yeah.
Fucking suck it, you fucking haters.
Yeah. Hell yeah. You ever told anybody to suck it, haters?
Tell that to my wife every day. I know.
You hater.
No, I don't know. I don't think I've ever had that. I mean, I've had like situations where I'd be working and I just like remind myself to take this in and enjoy it and you know, cherish it and don't take it for granted.
While you tell the PA to go fetch something for you.
Yeah, grab me an oat milk latte, extra.
It's an oat milk.
I'm so grateful for this.
I mean, I've had a lot of those where it's just like, oh man, I gotta just remember this. Don't take this for granted because
Oh,
this is
that's
you
awesome.
know stuff like that.
Is it because maybe, do you feel like in the environment you tend to see people maybe take it for granted and you're just like a reminder to not?
Yeah, I think so. I think and you know, it's all gonna end. You know, like it's all gonna dry up eventually. You know, and that's just inevitable. That's just life. So like, just instead of not being in the moment, you know, just kind of like this is like, so this is amazing to me. I'm having so much fun. I'm gonna remember this and not just like get through it and then forget it. You know.
This is getting kind of dry too.
But yeah.
Oh, that's great. No, so then I guess in that point, how have you felt like your family like dynamics have changed?
In terms of like
Hey, Uncle Randall.
I got this business idea.
It's my birthday. I'm graduating.
Korean barbecue restaurant.
Korean barbecue and spaghetti. Come on. I mean, it hasn't changed much.
That's good.
It hasn't changed. I mean, well, with my parents, it hasn't changed. You know, with my family at home, you know, my wife is an actor as well, and you know, we have a kid, and we don't bring it home that much. You know, we talk about other things. You know, every now and again, we'll help each other with auditions, but it's not like the main thing in our house. You know.
good.
Yeah.
It's not a big Hollywood family.
No.
You don't take me as the Hollywood type.
No.
I was expecting more of like a man, when we got on fresh off the boat, like every single night we would party like rock stars. And then like, you know, we'd be doing lines of coke and shit.
No.
No.
You wish that. You wish that were the case.
No, the thing is, like, I know a lot of like people who are more like on a clean cut image side on the screen, and then behind the scenes, I know who they really are, and I'm like, tell me the truth, because it's funnier.
Right.
I'm like, you're not this clean cut family guy. I've seen you fucking strung out trying to eat your own shoes.
Yep.
I mean, I think, you know, because I started later, and I think I started like finding quote unquote more success later. So
As in like you're older?
yeah, older. So like I mean, I was probably in my mid 30s when I started to make a living. Off of acting.
So you had your like Hollywood life in your 20s?
Well, no. I mean, I was just like, I never did because, but I think if I had found success in my 20s, I might have had a little more cocaine, you know?
Just a little more.
You're already responsible by the time you came into the industry.
Exactly. I mean, it wasn't until I got married that things started really taking off for me, you know? So like at that point, it's like,
So your wife was your good luck charm.
yeah, in a lot of ways, yeah.
You already mature and knew yourself.
Yes, exactly. That's it. I knew myself. Yeah, I knew myself better than I did when I was younger. And if I didn't, then I'd be finding myself
True.
amidst all of that.
Finding yourself in a pile of coke.
Am I? I still don't know.
Just coke, guns, so you know, in that sense, it was probably a good thing I found it like later.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, we got a lot out of this. I mean, we found out you're a responsible cocaine user.
Yeah. Oh gosh, you guys are gonna edit this in a way that like can't be filled by that stuff. It needs to be filled by more
Drugs, cocaine, alcohol.
Yeah. More meaningful stuff. Exactly. Yeah.
Finding yourself in a pile of coke.
Am I?
Just coke, guns,
Hello guys, thank you guys so much for watching all of our videos, and I know it's been a million years in the making, but we finally got Just Kidding News merch.
Yep.
So make sure you go down to the store below and you can yeah, you can get a piece of JK News, and thank you guys for supporting.
Thank you.
Bye bye.